Good morning, y'all. It is day 2, day 3, one of the two. I don't know. I can't remember what I'm counting it as now. It is Friday in Aruba, and we're taking a little bit later start today. It's about 10:30 already. Luke's in the shower, and we're gonna figure out what we're gonna do. But we're looking at going out exploring on the east side of, the west side of the island, east side of the island. Directions, I can't tell. I don't know. I'm so disoriented here. But yeah, so we're gonna go explore kind of the less explored side of the island. There aren't as many nicer beaches. It's a little more rocky and a little more beat up by the winds, like the trade winds that come in. We're gonna go check it out and see, because there's supposed to be some blowholes along there, some cool like secluded beaches, a little bit more empty from what we were checking out yesterday. Hopefully we'll see. And we're just gonna kind of see what else we see, and then we're gonna come back here a little while later and then maybe go explore some nightlife later on tonight. Alright, I got my safari hat on today, keeping the sun off. We're getting ready to go check out some beaches. Luke's on gate duty this week. Alright, y'all, so we are looking for this new natural pool. So there's like a couple natural pools. There's like the well-known one in Arikok National Park, which we're probably gonna go try to check out at some point here. But there's this new one that was like just discovered a few years ago, and it's brand new and it's fairly secluded from what I'm told, and it's not far from the Bushibana gold mine that we were at yesterday. So we're kind of back parked at the gold mine, and we're gonna see if we can't figure out where this thing is. Supposedly it's really secluded. You have to go on a ladder to get to the actual pool and like climb over some limestone rocks. So it's gonna be kind of a trek. Not a long trek, but kind of a trek. So that was the new natural pool, and then we're gonna go, and I think we're looking for Conchi, which is like the old natural pool next, or a black sand beach, one of the two. Can't remember. All right, so we took our car about as far as it'll go on this road. Now we're hiking. We are going to Blackstone Beach, which another name for it is Andakuri Beach, and it is the only like black sand beach on the island, and it is still like 1.5 kilometers away, which I think means like a mile. I'm not positive, but something along those lines. Anyway, so I'm kind of excited to see what it looks like, and we are hiking through like legit desert now. Look at this. This is kind of cool. Breeze isn't terrible, but it's definitely a little warm. Good thing we have some water. I think we'll be okay. So first of all, I was very wrong. Blackstone and Andakuri are two different beaches. Blackstone is just a little bit farther down the road that we're gonna walk to here, but we're on our way and we found a goat. I don't know if you can really see it behind me there, but there are wild goats, I think, on this island, and I'm gonna see how close I can get. Doesn't look like it's gonna let me get very close though. We'll see. Who knows? Either that or I'm gonna get gored. Yeah, it's going away. Let's see if I can get a shot of it. Yeah, he just like jumped off the cliff or something. He disappeared. Let's see what happens. I don't know. That's crazy. That must have been what we saw. Oh, is he there? Jump off again?
I don't know. There he is right there. Look at there's two of them. What's up, boys?
Very cool. I'm gonna get away from here before I roll my ankle. Prime ankle rolling territory right here. So you know how we were at a natural land bridge yesterday? So that one technically collapsed, even though there's like a little gap still. But there is this three-pointed thing. There's like, check this out. Three different little things you can walk from anywhere in. And chill out. So this is the Black Stone Beach here. It's the only beach with black sand and black smooth lava stones that make up the beach. Not very big, and there's really nobody here. There's some random old shack like right there-ish. Just kidding, right there-ish. Anyway, so yeah, it's a cool spot though. This is gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. See, here's the rest of the land bridge over there. Swim into the shore. There's our goat friend again. We decided to name him Wayne Goatski. So, we're gonna leave him be this time though, because I don't think Wayne Goatski wants to talk to us at all. That's okay. Bye, Wayne Goatski. So if there is one thing to know about Blackstone and Andakuri Beach is if you don't have a four-wheel drive and if you come at the right time, you probably won't because they cost like $1,000 a day. You're gonna have to park your car and walk, which is okay. It's a bit hot though. And same with the next beach we're going to. There's a lot of places where if you don't have four-wheel drive, you do have to like kind of leave your car and hike a bit along the road. It's not hard hiking because you're hiking along a road, but it is still hiking. So definitely bring lots of sunscreen, especially if you're white like me and burn like a lobster. Love is like a dream. All right, so we kind of made it about to the end of the road. Decided not to take the rental car any further. We're really not supposed to be off-roading in this thing anyway. Oh well. But we're gonna head down to a ranch and check out this one last really picturesque beach before we head back to the rental, to the Airbnb for the night. Just double check and make sure I got everything. Cool. All right. So yeah, where we're headed now is called Di Murray Ranch, and there are two super cool like kind of local beaches. This is really secluded. There's like one car here and it's a Rubens local car. You can tell because the license plate has A's for Rubens, V's for like rental cars. But the beach is about 1 kilometer that way, which means it's like a half a mile or so. It's breezy at the moment. So we're gonna check out this really cool beach, super picturesque kind of thing. And then we might call it a day on the exploring, go home, take a nap, maybe make some food. We got some beef stir fry like chilling in the fridge or something like that. We gotta figure out what to do with that. Anyway, and then head out for some nightlife later on tonight. So that's our plans. Yeah. Well, that was a straight up dead end. So apparently you can't go in over there. I don't know how you get to this beach. Someone yelled at us from the ranch. Don't know what they said, but I think they were trying to get us to leave, so we're hiking back up the hill, which is just ridiculously steep and kind of weird because it's supposed to be a road, but the road is literally like two pieces of like strips of concrete that you drive on so you don't bump all over the stones and grass and stuff. It's interesting, it's weird, but it's definitely a hike. We're going up, that's for sure. Oh well, too bad we couldn't get to the beach. I guess we're heading back to the Airbnb, hanging out in some AC, and figuring out what we're gonna do tonight. Things we do to protect ourselves from the sun, folks. Rather not be a lobster, so I'm wearing a shirt like this. but it's working so far. All right, folks, we're taking a late start today a little bit. Went out and had breakfast earlier and came back and took a nap. We just are just super dead from yesterday's hiking and the night out and all that stuff. But we figured, you know, we're on an island. We could always go chill. Car behind me. Could always go chill by the beach instead of at the house. It's about the same temperature, honestly, because of the AC situation, but you know, it's all good. So what we're gonna do instead is go hang out at the beach, get a little more sun, chill out a little bit, and just enjoy some time on the island. All right, so we are at the beach, and we were tossing the football around, just kind of chilling a little bit, and we decided, you know what? It could be fun to go on a jet ski ride. You get half an hour for 60 bucks at Eagle Beach, which is not necessarily cheap, but you know, it's vacation. Take your chances. I've personally never ridden a jet ski. It's been years and years since Luke's ridden one, so we figured why not? Let's have an experience while we're here and we have the time. We've done some lounging. I'm not really filming as much right now because Eagle Beach is like the most popular beach, and y'all will find plenty of YouTube videos about Eagle Beach. So I'm not really filming much right now because it's all not really my thing in terms of what I'm trying to post for content. So, but we are gonna go kind of try to find some more off the beaten path beaches on the north side of the island. Something maybe a little emptier. It's a little crowded here, and it's getting kind of warm. So we're wondering about heading north and seeing what's over that way. All right, so we are somewhere near the California Lighthouse, which we were at like 2 days ago or so, and we were hoping to find a less crowded beach, but we really haven't yet. So we're gonna try to kind of walk and see what we see, but I'm not really sure what's going on at the moment. So yeah, I don't know. We're just gonna kind of meander and see what we see. So I guess we're heading back to the Airbnb. We're gonna have a chill night by the pool, maybe go get some dinner at this local place we've been told about by the Airbnb host. And we'll see what happens after that. But I think we're gonna kind of hang out by the pool and have a chill night. Get ready for tomorrow because we're gonna go hard sightseeing tomorrow again, maybe. We'll see what kind of happens. Tomorrow's Sunday, so who knows what's open, but we're gonna find out. It's also like a holiday weekend. Yeah, so my camera definitely died on that one, but what I was saying is that it's actually a holiday weekend. Today is G.F. Bedico Day. I think he's a former governor or a former president, something like that. And they kind of take this whole weekend, kind of like a President's Day or Memorial Day in the US. So we're really not sure like what is going to be open tomorrow, given that it's Sunday and a holiday weekend. But we are gonna go see what we can do. Hopefully there'll be some something around. Anyway, I imagine the whole island doesn't shut down because half of it caters to tourists who are not celebrating a holiday. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I think tonight we're just gonna stay in and enjoy the pool, grab some food at the neighborhood area. The Airbnb host mentioned, like I said, and then maybe call it a night early or something like that. I don't know. I got Netflix to catch up on, so who knows. That's a joke. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time watching Netflix. Only a little bit, now and then. Alright, so we're walking to this place called Fairman's, which is like a local barbecue place, kinda. Not very far at all from the Airbnb, like right up on the main road from where we are. The Airbnb host says it's amazing, and the website looks really good too, so we're really excited to go try this out. We both napped super hard, which was amazing, but we are very hungry and ready for some food now, so we're gonna go check this place out and see what it's all about. had one of the pulled pork sandwiches, and I will say that that was some of the best barbecue I think I've had in a long time, if not ever. Holy moly. And trust me, I come from like the place where barbecue was made, so
True.
I know. We're headed back to the Airbnb. We're gonna have a night in, trying to figure out if we're gonna watch TV or like hang out at the pool or whatever. We're gonna get ready and go out tomorrow again, and then see what we can't see. Alright y'all, good morning. We're on our last day in Aruba and we're making the most of it. Walking around downtown Arikok right now. We're trying to look for this free trolley. Apparently there's a free trolley that takes you around downtown. We just parked the car and we're gonna go try to figure it out, but we'll see what happens. Stay tuned, y'all. So, we had some fish on the dock at this place called Lucy's, right in downtown Arikok, and we are making our way back to the car to go give ourselves a little bit of a driving tour on our own, see how lost we can get. So, we're gonna hit the car, see what else we got. Thinking about doing some sort of dinner thing tonight. We'll see something. We might try that Zero Verse place, the interesting fish, but we'll see what happens. I'm not sure. Anyway. So, we're at Dos Playa. There are 2 beaches at Dos Playa, and we're here because of a suggestion from one of my subscribers, Kurt from Kurt and Sarah. So shout out to you, Kurt. Thank you. Yeah, so there are 2 beaches here. The other one is behind that thing, so I'm gonna go up there in a second. We'll see. But first, it's hot, so thinking about just getting right in the water. Even though it kind of does say no swimming, because there's an undertow. We're both strong swimmers, so we're gonna just kind of see what happens. Dunno. All right, so in reality, yeah, ain't nobody should be swimming here. It's so rocky that like if you did get sucked under and you smacked your head, it would be bad. And so we're gonna try to avoid any water rescues today. But on the bright side, we do have this whole beach all to ourselves. And that is the first time this whole trip that we've had that. There's a couple people on a tour right up there. But other than that, it's just us. This trip has been really, really fun, and I'm definitely not looking forward to leaving, but we are going to enjoy this beautiful crystal blue Powerade water just a little bit longer, enjoy the natural settings of the mountains behind us. What a beautiful place. All right, y'all. So as bittersweet as it is, this is kind of pretty much the end of the Aruba trip. I'm gonna kind of put the camera away for now and get everything put up. We leave tomorrow. We check out around 11 or so, and then flight's at 3. But I've heard things about the customs process because you go through like a pre-clearance in Aruba. So basically, you go through customs in Aruba for the U.S., and then when you land in the U.S., you just kind of go in like you were coming in a domestic flight, which is interesting. But I will say that one thing I really liked about Aruba is that it's really safe. There was like pretty much nowhere that I felt afraid at all. A couple places where you could go, okay, this isn't such a great neighborhood, and like this must, you know, probably wouldn't want to be here at like late at night or anything like that. But during the day, I didn't find anywhere that I I felt like I didn't want to be. But the other thing that I definitely want to mention is that driving in Aruba is easy. You know, you'd think it's a foreign country, so they probably have different rules of the road. They don't have different rules of the road. Pretty much everything is the same as driving in the US. You drive on the right side of the road, you drive on the left side of the car. The only really big difference is that the road signs are a little different, so I would definitely suggest checking out like a road sign guide before you come, or once you get here, before you start driving. But really it's like not that much different. The other thing is that there are really no stop lights besides like in Oranjestad and in like one big intersection near Palm Beach. But for the most part it's just all roundabouts. And so even on those 4-lane roads where you're like, the speed limit is 80 kilometers an hour, you're still gonna have roundabouts to deal with. It's just a little bit different, and the first couple times you do it, like, it's not, it's a little bit nerve-wracking just because some of them are like 2-lane ones. You gotta figure out which lane to be in so you can get off again. If you're not in the right lane, then like, you can't always get out of the roundabout in the right spot. And so there's a couple things like that. But once you get the hang of it, like, it's super easy. One tip for doing roundabouts that I noticed a lot of the Aruban drivers were doing and not a lot of the tourists were doing is that you signal in the roundabout which way you're gonna go, so the people entering the roundabout know. Use your left-hand signal if you're staying in the roundabout past the exit that they're at, and use the right-hand signal if you're exiting the roundabout. Thanks for watching everything through the Aruba stuff.
Rest in peace, Kobe.
Facts. Rest in peace, Kobe. Y'all, that happened today as we were coming out of the national park. We found that out. Holy moly. All right, well, I will sign off here, and we're gonna grab some dinner, enjoy the last couple hours in Aruba before we jump on a plane tomorrow and head back to the real world. Bye.